Can we trust you to do this now? Can we trust you to do this, sir?
Alright, so I can ask questions of the WhatsApp.
Do not come out of there because you're going to shake the camera. Okay, guys. Welcome back. We've got to we realize a lot of you are chimp. Your chimp has got the better of you. All right? Your chimp got the better of you. Your emotions have the better of you. You're not logically seeing what I'm saying because you want to eat food. This is the first day and you want to eat food. So this is Dwayne, one of the program coordinators, who we're all here to assist you. All right? So we decided after having a quick emergency meeting that we're going to come on here and pull out back some of the questions so that we can then see what the challenges that people are having. So let's have a look back at some of the questions that people were bringing in today. Persons have come on as yet?
Yes, persons are on.
How many persons are on? Okay, it's only 4 of you there. Who are you? Let's talk, guys. This is a conversation. Who's there? Who do we have there? Is the chat not working?
Okay.
What is that?
Janet says me. Janet is.
Who's there?
This, so and so.
Okay, guys, bear with us. Janet. So we got Janet. Who else is there? There's 4 of you there. Because, guys, this is how we're going to let this work. We will speak to you as much as we can, and then you will speak to us as much as you can. Because this is a process. It's not diet. This is not a meal plan. This is not written instructions. This is a lifestyle change.
Adrian.
Right? So we're going to. So we got Adrian. We got Jeanette, and who else is there? We got someone else there. Just save them as you go through, so we know on what.
Yeah, just write your name.
Just write your name, guys, because we're slowly adding you.
Yeah.
And storing your name. So just say your name so we know who you are. So we got 4 of you there. So we got Adrian, we got Jeanette, and I don't know who else is there. Christopher. Okay. All right. So guys, what is the frequent stuff coming up in the community?
Sasha.
All right, Sasha. What's coming up in what is being said a lot that you guys need to know? Mubarak. Okay.
Yeah. Lauren.
So talk to me, guys. What do you want to know? What's the biggest challenge for today? What are you struggling with? So we're gonna need some. No, we're gonna need something to. You know? Fan.
Okay, so
It's still not clear about.
Simone says this.
Alright. It's still not clear about the meals. For the yellow group, the 2 servings protein, 2 servings of greens, 1 serving of fats are total of what is to be consumed for the day. Only 1 serving of carbs from Gram Provisions if we exercise. I know the question was asked and Jay answered, but I want to be clear in my mind. All right, Simone. So this is a question from Simone. The example meal that was placed below was perfect. So this meal was actually perfect. Send back that meal. All right, so that meal was a perfect example. Okay? This has got protein from the shrimp. Okay? It also has avocado as the good fats, and it has lots of dark leafy greens, and there's no sauce or gravy. This is a perfect meal. So based upon you saying to me 2 servings of protein, It's one serve. This is one serving of protein, not two. This is one serving of greens, not two. And this is one serving, well, it's a bit over one serving of fat, because a serving of fat is supposed to be a thumb, really. So the 2 avocados is still too much for a serving. You just need one of those. But this is an A meal. This is an A meal for the yellow group. The yellow group, anytime meal, which is eating it at any time during the day. All right? So, just him. Yeah? That don't look good. Does that answer your question about the yellow group eating program? In there, can you advise on the 16-hour fast? Clarify. Hi, Tara. All right. So the fasting, guys, the fasting is 16 hours. So for example, I suggest you break your fast on the 16 hour after you exercise. So if you worked out in the morning at 8 o'clock, you then break your fast, okay, when you finish eating and get home, that's say 9:30 or 9 o'clock, whatever time it is you finish. So then 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 8 hours, up to 5 o'clock to eat all those meals. The 3 meals. You'd eat meal 1 after the gym or after the live. Even if you worked out in the night, meal 1 would be in the night. Yeah, it's garbage, it's foolishness, it's a myth that you can't eat at night. If you exercise at night, you can eat at night because your body needs the replenishment, right? We're not eating randomly. We're eating because this is what we're supposed to eat. So you have 8 hours, 16 hours. Understood? 16 hours would then be from the time of the last meal to when you eat again. Most of that time you want to spend sleeping, right? You want to be you're sleeping and you're not eating. So these refrigerator visits at night don't exist. You can't wake up in the night peckish. You're fasting, right? You do not eat until you exercise the next day. Then you get your 8 hour window, start over again.
So Adrian says, are we able to eat a high volume of green vegetables?
Yes. Your vegetables, as you see on the chart, it takes up half of the plate. Your vegetables are what is going to take up most of the room in your stomach. I sent a document on this. Fiber is what fills you up. One of the problems is why most people weight gain is because they eat ultra-processed food. When you eat ultra-processed food, it leaves you cravings to go and eat again. That's the problem with ultra-processed food. So what we're introducing you to is back to eating whole foods. The most satiating part of whole foods are the vegetables. The vegetables are high in fiber. That's what fills the stomach. That is why you have a large amount of vegetables in every single meal. And it's not any just random vegetables, it's cruciferous vegetables. Why? Because these provide the micronutrients to allow the body to then go into what we call the anabolic window, which promotes fat burning.
All right. This info's
can a teaspoon of coconut oil be considered for one serving instead of avocado? 2 teaspoons. One tablespoon is 14 calories. Sorry, 1 tablespoon is 14 grams of fat times 9. 14 times 9 is around about 10 nines is 90. 9 4 is 18 and 18. What's that? 36 and 90. That's 126. That's 126 calories, right? That's 126 calories. That is substantial for a serving of fat. 1 to 2 tablespoons is fine.
So how long after workout can we eat the meal with starch? Example, if I finish working out at 9, can I wait until 12 noon?
You can wait until 12 noon. So that question is, how long? Yes, so as Dwayne was saying, how long after do you need to eat? It's up to you. If you want to break your fast 6 hours after you eat, that's your business, right? You have that short option. You just know when you eat your first meal, that is when you have your 8 hour window start. Okay? Understood? So if you want to wait, that's fine. You can prolong your fast if you want to. Right?
So this person is asking, can chicken thigh, skin, bone, and all visible fat removed be used?
Can what?
So it says, also, can chicken thigh?
Who says this currently? So this is Coyote. What's this in Coyote's plate?
That's cucumber.
So hold on, Coyote, you just worked out? Cucumber is not, that's not enough, that vegetable, listen to me, man. Don't make me come through that screen. That cucumber, listen, give me this. Coyote, listen to me. Coyote, we've got a problem here. Coyote, on the cucumber you put good fats. What you've done, you've broken the biggest rule here. You've mixed good fats and carbs. These are two energy sources. They don't mix. It's either good fats or it's carbs. You're not doubling up on energy. You don't need this energy. You're trying to burn the fat on your body as energy. Stop taking on new energy. So that meal is a fail because you've mixed. See the piece of sweet potato that you added there? You added good fats on top of the cucumber. Right? So on top of the cucumber, you've added good fats, right? So that has voided that meal, Coyote. Right? Yeah, it's good you've got a nice serving of salmon there, but do not mix. Do not mix. Right? So you just had a 30-minute walk. So Coyote, did you train this morning? Did you exercise earlier? Did you do the live session? Coyote, did you do the live session? Talk to me, Coyote. Did you do the live session? Because we're gonna go to abs next. Coyote, walking for 40 minutes is in addition to the strength training, okay? Okie dokie. Okay, Coyote, I need you to start doing the sessions on the live, alright? Or if you don't want to do them on live, you can go to the gym. If you don't want to come to Spire, or if you're not at Spire or somewhere else, doesn't matter which gym. But some resistance training. The walk alone is not substantial. Walking is an addition. Alright? So let's run back now to abs. Also chicken thigh, skin, bone, and all visible fat removed. Can that be used? No, just chicken breast, please. The thigh carries too much fat. You can't remove all that fat. What you don't want is to be consuming the food that has a lot of fat just to get the protein. You want the protein to be lean. The lean cut of the chicken is the breast. The leg, you stand a better chance than the thigh if you remove the skin. There's not as much fat there. Right? You have different parts of the chicken. Right? Okay, ma'am, you're going to go around back to the front. You're going to go around the front now. Let's see, Tara was asking a question. So, guys, if you're going to have chicken, I want you to have the breast.
So Tara said I trained this morning at 7 a.m. but just had a starch. Is that bad?
Yes, that is bad, Tara. Okay, so Tara trained at 7 o'clock this morning, but just eating the starch this evening. The starch is for replenishing glycogen. Glycogen is used up when you exercise, especially when you do anaerobic exercise, which is lifting weights or sprinting, aggressive, high activity. So what you're using the starch to do is just to replenish. That's why we're going to stay in keto. We're not using the starch as an energy source. We're using the fat on your body as energy source. Not the starch. The starch just goes in and it uses up as replenishment post-workout. You leave it too far from post-workout, the body doesn't really optimize it for what we're trying to use it for as much. It may go into fat storage because the body used up other foods that you did for the day to do other stuff.
Okay, what do you say, going to physio tomorrow before starting weight training again.
Alright, no problem, Coyote, please.
What do you say to a person whose system is having a shock to the change in the...
This is Jeanette. Yes, Jeanette, your system is going to have a shock. Right? What do I say? What word of advice do I have for you? Hold on. And hold on tight.
Can a Wendy salad work?
A Wendy salad, once the Wendy salad meets the... Guys, listen to me carefully. You have the structure. If it meets the structure, it's fine. A Wendy salad is not cruciferous vegetables. It does not meet the structure. I cannot magically change the stuff that you're trying to make happen fit into the structure. It either meet it or it don't meet it. Simple as that. There is no in between. Is feeling lethargic normal? Yes, it is. You will feel lethargic for the next 2 to 3 days. Your body is now moving away from glycolysis, which is basically burning carbohydrates that you've been feeding it as energy. Now you're not feeding it. It's trying to find now, where am I going to get energy from? And then it's going to eventually tap into burning your fat as fuel.
So fruits for yellow group. Yellow group can eat fruits?
Fruits for yellow group, no fruits. Absolutely no fruits for the yellow group.
Alright, Tara says she's clear on that.
Right, excellent.
When will the rest of the emails
Alright, so this is Cherry Leanne Robinson. Healthy. Okay, sorry Miss Robinson. Takunda's on it now. Alright.
How long after workout can you have starch?
Sorry? What's the next question?
How long after workout can you have starch?
How long after workout? The first meal. No matter when it is, the first meal one that says after workout is the meal you have with the starch. Doesn't matter what time. Once you're not having other foods, other structured foods before that. But it's best to eat within an hour window. The data says, the evidence says, eat within 1 to 2 hours after workout for best optimization of replenishment and muscle building. No, unfortunately, Kels, we cannot use the Apple Watch. Our app that was built out for us, unfortunately, Apple, Samsung, and Fitbit have closed platforms. We can't use their platforms.
But our website is up, so if they want to get our watch.
So our website has our watches on there, as Dwayne was saying. So you can go on there and buy one if you like. Or, if you don't want to, you can just add a picture of your activity for safekeeping. So you take a picture of what's on your watch and you can upload it onto Healthy on the activity. Alright? So we then have that data, so we can, when we then do the consult, we can then have a look or whatever.
I'm trying to help today.
Alright, no problem, Miss Robinson. So I know you mentioned coconut water on the shopping live. Can I have fresh, natural coconut water directly from the jelly coconut, not bottled stuff with preservatives? No, Tara. No. If you have the coconut water, that's going to be your starch. So if you want to take away the sweet potato or the yam, you can. You can take away the ground provision and you replace it with coconut water. Coconut water carries, I think, about around 16 grams of carbohydrates. So I mean, if you're understanding what I'm saying to you, the starch is the starch. Coconut water is a sugar. Yes, it is healthy. Remember, healthy eating doesn't cause weight loss. Healthy eating causes weight maintenance. Nobody eats healthy and lose weight automatically, right? Because if you're eating the calories which causes your body to not burn fat, then you're not going to lose any weight. All right, so Tara, if you want to substitute your starch with coconut water, then fine. But you can't have it in addition. Okay, we had a bit of a backlog today with grading because a lot of persons signed up for the challenge today. and people needed to do further assessment and so on. So we had a bit of a backlog. So as of tomorrow, we're going to get the grading on the schedule of the hours that were sent out, correct, Tukuna? That's right? Right, so in your platform has all the images come up straight away and you just scroll through and grade, right? Okay. So bear with us, guys. Tomorrow we'll get more accurate grading. We won't grade in this group, but there are some old-time challenges in this group. It's a community, guys, right? Feel free if you want to share your meal and get an opinion from one of your other friends in the community. We're all friends here. You can share it, but it's not for us to grade it there. But you can have discussion. This is open discussion here to help each other. Remember what we said about the data and what the data says about community. You're more likely to achieve something if you work together with others than you are working on your own. That's just how the human brain is wired. The human brain is more accountable to others than it is to itself. All right, so utilize this group for that purpose. Okay, what are we having here again now? Yes, the app can integrate with Garmin. So Garmin Bluetooth can connect directly to the app. So just go to the App Store, search SpryLive, download the SpryLive app, and connect your device. The Garmin device can connect directly to the app.
Alright, so yellow group can have between 2 to 3 meals.
Yes, yellow group, you have 1 post-workout meal and 2 meals with fats, right? I think you'd sent all the charts in there from the green group. No, that's not what was supposed to happen. It's only 1 chart from the green group. The persons in green group is 1 meal a day. Okay, I think you confused the green group with the amount of charts that you had sent. It's only 1 meal, which is the one that I had initially sent, not the others that you had sent out. Anne-Marie Curtis, what's the problem with Anne-Marie?
She was connected to the app now.
Okay, all right. The person that's going to be dealing with tech is Matthew or Graham. Matthew or Graham is going to pick up all tech issues tomorrow between 9 and 5. All right, so any tech issues, they're going to scroll through. Just put your tech issues there, and Matthew or Graham will get to you on resolving it. They're the tech guys, and they will help us out with any tech issues. Hi.
For yellow, can I eat my total portion allocation or however I feel? Like 2 times or 4 times?
For yellow, can I eat? I'm not understanding that.
Like, maybe they want to divide the food. They want to divide it up.
Oh yeah, sure. You can eat it 6 times if you want. Just don't eat more than what you are allocated to eat. You have 1 post-workout and 1, what's the other title of the other chart again? 1 is post-workout and the other one is what? Yellow.
Melissa says she have 8 hours to eat. She's using the 8 hours. She wants to split up within the 8 hours.
Wow.
I'll give it 16.
Guys, most of you in here have a serious food addiction, right? And we're going to break it. We're going to break it, right? When we're finished with you, you're going to understand that you have been addicted to food, right? You cannot just feel hungry and go and eat. You can't just feel hungry and go and eat. That's what we're trying to get here. Ghrelin is just a hormone that makes you feel hungry. When you feel hungry, you don't need to eat. The world is not going to end. You're not going to die. You just need to probably drink some water. Most of the time, you're dehydrated. One of the top tips, you can use sparkling water. Sparkling water can be used. That is sparkling spring water. When you feel hungry, it will satiate and fill you up. and make you feel like you just drank some 7-Up. However, it's only 0 calories. So we have Sarah Hansen. You try cayenne, ginger, turmeric, peppercorn mix. Yes, that helps. That mix does help. You drink that tea. Let me tell you, all right, my 1 meal a day process when I'm doing it, I'm kind of doing it now. I'm probably have 2 meals if I do. But my 1 meal a day at the moment, or when I was being really strict, I started out the day and I train normally at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I would actually drink my tea at about 3:30. The tea is made from cayenne pepper, turmeric, black pepper, ginger, and also added in it as well, I would add a bit of nutmeg, and also I would add a little bit of cinnamon. But then I'll add all those natural ingredients, and what will then happen is I'll drink that tea, then I'll go and work out. And I'll still sip on the tea. I'll put it in a jar, and I'll sip on it during my training as well. And then what would happen is, after sipping on it throughout, I wouldn't eat until about 3 o'clock. That tea will probably hold me up until about 10. I wouldn't need to eat till about till 3, but that tea that I made in the morning would hold me out for 6 hours, and I would feel full. Right? Then I would probably have another tea, a green tea, at about 10 o'clock, and that would carry me right through to 3 o'clock. I would keep drinking water, and also I would drink sparkling water to fill up my stomach if I felt hungry. It depends, but I always find stuff to do, so I don't think about food. But let's see that picture that the person sent before. Kels, that's not enough protein. That's a failed meal. No, Kels, that's a failed meal. That's a failed yellow group attempt. That's not enough protein. All right. If you download the MyFitnessPal and you put in boiled egg, 1 boiled egg is about 3.6 grams of protein. Per sitting, you should have about 20 to 30 grams of protein. So if you're going to use eggs, you need to have at least about 8 boiled eggs. Right? You need to mix up all the egg whites together. So that's not enough protein from the eggs. Also, that lettuce, there's no good fats there. Right? There's no good fats. No good fats. And the lettuce is better than nothing. But, yeah, you need to sort out the dark leafies. The broccoli, the cauliflower, the kale, the spinach, the callaloo, the pak choy. Those are the real vegetables. But food nice? No, Coyote. Food is not supposed to be nice. This is the problem that we have in our society. We're not supposed to indulge in ultra-processed food. It's going to kill you. What we're supposed to do is eat in order to fuel our body so it can work properly and we don't get sick and have diseases. The pharmaceutical and the big food industries have told you otherwise for their own profit. So they run their ads with their bright colors that attracts you to whatever they're feeding you, and then you just walk back in and purchase it, and then you end up having diabetes and hypertension. So unfortunately, marketing and what is happening with food is the problem. But we cannot make it become the problem, because we'll end up sick, not from just obesity, but we end up not having the desired appearance that we want to have. And the bottom line is, the rationale behind this is why we're using the logical approach. I'm going to send something on the Chimps paradox in a little while. I want you guys to read an extract. I'll try and send a video on it as well. Understand, when your brain comes up with something emotional, it is just because it's an emotional part of your brain asking for it. You can always outdo that emotional demand that food is nice. I don't deny that food is nice, and I'm not trying to sit here and pretend like food isn't great, but the mindset to be able to manage this situation and get the results you want is always putting inside your head, I want these results, and if I eat this chocolate cake, I'm not going to get my results. If I eat these Skittles, I'm not going. If I eat this Hershey's, if I eat these M&Ms, if I eat this Popeyes or this KFC, what it's going to do is going to take me further from my goals than it is going to take me closer. So it makes no logical sense to indulge in something that is not going to take. A lot of you are quite successful in your careers, and you had to study at university how much different degrees, or you had to pay attention to what you're doing, even with looking after your kids. But that same effort and energy that you put into this logical approach to look after this situation, to develop and grow, it is not put into your lifestyle. Therefore, you end up with results that are not desirable. And you keep wondering why you don't have the body that you want, or why you are sick, or why all these things, when it's because we haven't made the efforts that we made doing other things that we were so logical about.
So let's start from where are we now?
All right, let's go. Yes, guys, we're dealing with the grading now. So the backlog of grading, we're dealing with it. What's this? LaCroix? I don't know what that is. LaCroix?
Work out twice in one day. When is the best time to eat?
You eat the starch. Okay, so this is Miss Robinson. Yes, Miss Robinson, if you work out twice a day, you eat the starch after the most vigorous workout. All right, I wish we could have taken, we probably need to get Bling Dog on here tomorrow. All right, Bling is an avid participant of this challenge, and he's managed to get some really pretty good results. I think we need to get some of the persons who have had some success from this challenge, have a chat with you guys. I think Bling is actually in this group. So, Bling, if you're here, your presence is needed, my friend, because persons are going crazy. They're going crazy because they want the food that they always run to when they feel like they need some comfort. My dinner in the yellow group worked out last night. 30 minutes of live earlier today. That's great. Great. That's great. That's baked chicken, piece of pumpkin, and callaloo. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's a good example there. Who is that? We need to save these. Save the group numbers. Anyway. Go down. Who is that? 1 to 2. There is no answer. There's the answer. Okay. I do coffee and lemon, and that shit keeps me full. Okay, coffee and lemon, that keeps you full, that's fine. Okay, Tara, so the mix that I use. All right, so this is from Mr. Taylor here. Okay, the mix I use is all powder. I go to Lee's and I buy all the powders from Freshland, which is basically extracts from Jamaica. And I buy and it's turmeric. I use 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If you put too much cayenne pepper, it will be hot on the stomach. Half a teaspoon of cayenne, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1.5 teaspoon of ginger, right? Okay, and the peppercorn, put 1 teaspoon of the peppercorn crushed. Crush the peppercorn, put 1 teaspoon of it. The peppercorn allows you to get the curcumin out of the turmeric, which is the most effective part of the turmeric. If you don't use the peppercorn, the turmeric will not get into the bloodstream as effective as it can. Right? And I add a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg. All right? All powders that I use. I don't use any tea bags. All right? Because the tea bag is just infusion. I use the powders, or if you have the time, you can actually use everything from scratch. And all I do is boil it for 5 minutes. At the boil, I pour it into a mason jar, and I take it with me and I sip on it for an hour, or sometimes I just drink it one time. So that's what it is. Hold on, what is it about the yolks? We're not allowed yolks. 1 yolk per sitting of eggs. You don't need the tea, but I found One without sugar and it makes better. I don't know what that's referring to, but anyway. I got a C for the meal. They told me that was wrong. What's that? I got a C for the meal. Which is that referring to?
Grading today.
Okay. Is 2 eggs mixed with a can of sardine good? Yes, it is. Yes, that's perfect. That's great. 2 eggs and sardine is good. The video you sent today on fasting was reading, okay, Coyote, yes. Guys, listen, let me tell you something. Fasting is more effective than calorie restriction for persons in the yellow group and green group. When you're just getting into this game and you calorie restrict, problems. All right? Calorie restriction, that's why I fall out with a lot of dietitians, because our approach within this region, I think, gets way more results than the average dietitian. Why? Because when you fast and you understand and you get over the cravings of when ghrelin, when the hormone is rising up and down, you're in a better position to actually carry on in a deficit. Most people, if they start eating from early, they just start eating right throughout the day. It just then, every time ghrelin goes up, oh, let me go and find something to eat. Something, what do I feel for? That's the biggest disaster. When you're ready to eat, oh, what do I feel for? Oh, what I feel for? Oh, I feel like a patty or a brownie. Guys, listen to me, man. You carry on with this foolishness about what you feel like, you know where you're going to end up with that. So, one of the biggest advice is, wait for an hour when you feel like. Wait for 1 hour. Look at the watch, say, all right, I'll come back in an hour. And then decide effectively what you're going to eat. If you are even supposed to eat. But if you haven't watched the video today on fasting versus calorie restriction, you must watch it. That's the beginning of us being able to explain to you what's happening hormonally and why it's more effective to get into ketosis and also to elevate certain hormones which are effective for fat burning. What's up now?
Where? Dark chocolate? What about dark chocolate?
Dark chocolate? Who is that? Adrian? No dark chocolate, mate. No chocolate. Yeah, stop referring to healthy food. We are not healthy eating right now. Most persons became overweight because they weren't healthy eating. Let us understand weight. When you go to the doctor doesn't want your weight to be undulating. They want your weight to be maintained. Now, most of us who gained the weight that we don't want did it from eating excessively. Right? Most of us. Not all the times, because we have hormonal imbalance, metabolic dysfunction, and so on. However, to get off the weight, you have to go for another dysfunctional process. Anybody that tells you to just change your diet to healthy eating and you lose weight, send them to me, please. It's not going to happen. Eating healthy does not lose weight. That's not the solution to fat loss. That's not how you burn fat, by eating healthy. It's a start, but it's not how you complete the process.
What about coconut oil?
What about coconut oil?
Yes, to repeat the process. Is 1 teaspoon allowed as a good fat?
1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon is allowed as a good fat. Let's move on. Guys, we're giving you another 10 minutes of this live. Go on.
Oh, thank you. Obviously, thank you for the good question. Lauren, this was a name for yellow group.
Karen? Karen is in the yellow group. That's Karen. That's after post-workout. Karen, is that post-workout? But Karen, that's a pineapple. You're not allowed the pine in the yellow group. Only in the green group you can use pine as carbs. You're not allowed any fruits in the yellow group. I did not say fruits are unhealthy. I did not say fruits prevent you from losing weight. I am allowing you to understand processes Do not use fruits right now if you're in the yellow group. Please bear with me.
Can we do ACV this week?
ACV? ACV.
Feel for something nice. Yeah.
Feel for something nice, Coyote. Yeah, man. Feel for something nice. The biggest problem in the region. I feel for something nice.
Please save the live video. We'd love to go over the video.
Okay, I'm gonna save the video, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna come and speak, because the messaging sometimes, by the time we get to it, there's too many, and then when it backs up like that, we'll come and do the live. Because as I said, this is a community. Instead of you watching the TV and getting all these food ads pumped, we'll be here to help you out.
So will this eating
Right.
have a positive impact on cholesterol?
Yes, it will. Guys, this program, I came up with over 10 years of working with persons who have metabolic dysfunction and persons who have hormonal dysfunction, hormonal imbalances. And this program, actually, I've used it to help a lot of people, because if your lipid panel is off, if you have low LDLs, high LDLs, low HDL, and your cholesterol ratio is out and your triglycerides are high, that probably is happening. Metabolically dysfunction is because you're having too much oil in your diet. That's one of the biggest problems to do with cholesterol. All right, and sugar with insulin resistance doesn't help either. It all then comes together to cause what we call metabolic dysfunction.
If corn is allowed?
Corn is not a cruciferous vegetable. So where does corn come into this? How did you squeeze corn into this? That's what I would want to know. Corn is not a protein. It's not a lean protein. You're not allowed to have proteins that are high in fat or high in carbs. Your proteins must be lean. They must be predominantly protein with literally nothing else. So corn is not that. Corn is not a starch. Corn is not a dark leafy green. So corn is not allowed. It does not fit into the structure. You cannot magically put nothing in the structure which is not allowed in the structure. Simple as 1, 2, 3.
Striker, can we eat coconut all day?
Striker? What Striker asked?
Can we eat coconut all day?
Can we eat coconut all day? You're not allowed to eat one macronutrient all day. You'll be just having good fats. You need to have protein, carbs, and fats. A balanced whole food diet. That's where you're starting. I guess you meant having coconut for all your good fats? Yes, you can. But you're only allowed to have 2 servings of good fats per day. In total.
That said, those 4 simple words that got me here. Feel for something nice.
Yes, Nance. Feel for something nice is the problem.
Me too.
So, apple cider vinegar. All right, here what? Apple cider vinegar has a lot of good benefits, but it damages your teeth. It really damages the enamel on your teeth. All right? Is it worth the dental bill? No, it's not. Simple, it's not worth it.
Because it also damages the lining on the stomach.
It can have a negative impact, but there's no. Guys, hear what? You see me? I don't speak on. I don't speak on anecdotal evidence. I'm going to send you after in the group as well a guide to data and what data is king. I don't make stuff up. I'm talking based upon studies that are peer-reviewed. So when we're looking at evidence, we look at the highest available batch of evidence that goes into writing these programs. These programs aren't just written by fluke. This is evidence based on the latest studies that are out there. Cutting-edge studies that we're imparting knowledge on. Not made up stuff or stuff from magazines. Magazines tells you lies, and newspapers. Some of the stuff I see in the mass media about health, absolutely ridiculous.
Will workouts be automatically seen from the SpryLife app, or I need to put them on Delphi?
From the SpryLife app, yeah, your workouts will be there. right? We can see your workouts from there.
Natural coconut water is allowed. Girls asking.
Kels, you've been on this live with us about this coconut water question again. We said it to Tara already. If you have the coconut water, it will substitute for the starch that you have. You all need to download MyFitnessPal. If you put my coconut water into MyFitnessPal, it's going to show you how much sugar is inside of there. The sugar is carbs. Carbs is sugar, right? Coconut water is healthy. All right, guys, we're shutting down in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. Let's wrap this up, bad boys. We'll come back tomorrow again. Are we here tomorrow at 12 o'clock? Is there an accountability call tomorrow?
Yes.
Guys, I realize a lot of you are at work, obviously, at 12. I think we'll do something again in the evening, around about 8 o'clock. And we'll then try and get Blink to come down as well. And we'll just keep doing some 8 o'clocks for the rest of the week. And you can ask your questions, and instead of writing all these messages, and getting annoyed that we're not responding immediately because we're trying to get everybody, metrics and everything up and running. We are building out the team as well. It's 6 of us that is assisting you. So just bear with us. Dwayne is here. So this is Dwayne. Dwayne's there in the group. Takunda is there. Takunda is the one that does most of the grading. I'm here, but I'm tied up with consults and a lot of work during the day. But I'm here. And I will make this time, I think this is the best time to catch most of you. But then you have Matthew and Graham, and then you also have Damani. Okay? But those are mostly tech-related questions, but they will also assist where they know. The nutrition knowledge is heavy, so we don't expect everybody to be able to give you that advice that we have on the program. It comes from the center. Okay, Simone, no problem. We're here all the time. Yes, we will save the live. All right, so basically, remotely tastes good is out. Yes, anything that tastes good, Coyote, anything that tastes good is basically out. You hit the nail on the head. But chicken breast tastes good. Nice grilled chicken breast tastes good. Right? You can have that. A nice piece of grilled fish. Right? Your body is just used to these ultra-processed foods. And they design these chemicals in laboratories for them to do just that. Just that they designed them to do. So they're working. Just understand these people are trying to kill you for profit. That's literally what they're trying to do. So don't put your money in their pocket at the expense of your life. Because we're riddled with obesity. Right? We're riddled with it. Look at COVID-19. So many people were at high risk of COVID-19 because their health, their predisposed illnesses, lifestyle illnesses, illnesses that are caused by lifestyle. I'll leave you guys with a funny joke. I don't know if you'll find it funny actually, but I found it quite hilarious. So this church asked me to come and give a presentation on health, right? So I turned up with my slides and presentation ready, and I started talking about lifestyle illnesses, and then I made references to the Bible. And I was showing extracts from the Bible about what the Bible says that we're supposed to eat. In fact, I'll probably do a lecture for you guys on this, what some stuff that different religious books show, even the Quran or the Torah, which is the Jewish holy book. But the point is, it talks about vegetables and it talks about food of the earth and what we're supposed to consume. And I was explaining this to the church, and I was talking about fasting as well to the church. But then a few of the congregation members said to me that we can't fast because we're diabetic and we have hypertension. And their doctors say they shouldn't fast. So I said, guys, it's written in the Bible that you're supposed to fast. So if you're a Christian or even any religion, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, all religions promote fasting because it's a natural reset of the body. And then the pastor was slightly overweight, and then I turned to him and I was explaining to him what the issues were. And they asked me to get out their church, right? Because the lifestyle illnesses that I was speaking about, persons then turn around and pray for healing. But guys, think about it. If it's a lifestyle illness, it was inflicted by inactivity and what we're eating. So the problem is we are in denial about why these illnesses come, and then we go to the Creator and ask for him to get rid of these stuff that we created ourselves. So that church banned me from ever calling me back again because of the reality. And guys, what you need to understand, and that's why I don't associate Spry Training with any brand, right? Because the food brands don't want us to tell you the truth, okay? They don't want us to tell you the truth about lifestyle and about to look after your health because it puts them out of pocket. But we're here to tell you the truth of how to really look after the human body and not make up stories to you telling you need 3 meals a day and you need to eat a high-carb breakfast of cereals to sell cereals. We're not here to do that. We're here to expose you to the reality. Okay? So it's going to be bitter medicine, but when you're finished, I guarantee your blood markers will change and your health will get better. I'll leave it there, guys. We'll see you tomorrow again at 12 noon, and we'll be back again at 8 in the evening with a special guest. All right? Thank you, guys.